Hey, look, Emily's here.
Hey, where have you been?
Hey, well, I went to Disney for a week, which was amazing, and then I got picked up by the Time Variance Authority, and I was working for the TVA.
Oh, you've been hanging out with Miss Minutes again, haven't you?
Does that mean you're...
Yeah, she kept me for quite a while.
Does that mean you're a variant?
I actually don't know about that.
I wonder if there's a variant of. I wonder if there's a variant of Emily that is Gar.
The legend.
No, it's just Loki and Sylvie. It's just me and Gar.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we're just variants of each other.
Garvely.
No, I wasn't supposed to say that. They're gonna freaking prove me.
Oh shit! We better hurry up and cue the roll call.
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect.
Show running super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster super Ichi.
Loudon Online, Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse, Ultracaster, Gar.
A Spark of Courage, the Power of Dreams, Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Casting, criticism, comedy, chaos.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air.
What just happened?
Welcome.
I don't know. What was that? I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
Welcome to Radio Sentai.
Sorry, I'm so confused. What?
Yeah, I'm like this guy.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 463. Just making sure no one was going to cut me off that time.
It's episode Baron.
Like Licky Licky.
Why episode Baron?
Because Rise of Darkrai. There was a guy named Baron, and he got turned into a Licky
Licky.
And he's like, how do I play Darkrai?
I always wanted to do that, like get all my friends together and then we just marathon all the Pokemon movies in a day.
It would be so fun.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, but like
English dub.
There's like 20 of them.
Oh god.
Yeah, I haven't watched Pokemon movies since the Mystery of Mew.
That'll be worse. That'll be worse than the time I marathoned all 6 Digimon Tri movies in one day.
And you tweeted and Facebooked the out of them.
That must have been a pretty depressing day, to be honest.
Wow.
Ichi had problems, but he overall enjoyed it.
No, I don't mean like depressing as in the movies being bad. I mean depressing as in the content of the movies themselves. That wasn't a quality tragedy. It was a oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
It was kind of a quality tragedy too.
I didn't want to say.
I'm trying to remember what. Hang on. No, hang on.
Anyway,
yeah, that's who this Licky Licky's reminding me of right now. It's reminding me of fucking freaking gourmet guy from Mario.
He does look like gourmet guy.
Oh,
I love
god.
gourmet guy. You have to bake him a cake, and then he eats the fuck out of it, and he just like, this is the best cake I've ever had in my life. And he just
Speaking of guys who eat things in Mario games.
I was about to say, speaking of Mario things, yeah, the Mario RPG came out last weekend, and I absolutely tore my way through that game. Holy hell.
You dummied that game. You dummied it.
I beat it in literally, including getting everyone to max level and beating all of the post-game bosses. My runtime was about 16 hours.
Nice work.
It's really good.
I don't think they fully balanced the game to accommodate all the new combat mechanics. I literally killed Birdo in 2 moves. Most bosses went down in a single-digit amount of moves.
Yep, I've been watching Spectre play. She's been streaming it to me, And we actually forgot that we accidentally set the music to classic. So now for like the last like third of the game, we're playing it with the new mixes. But it was kind of a cool coincidence because I got to hear all the original ones first.
Yeah. Anyway, the game is amazing, and everyone should absolutely play it, whether you've played the old one or not. Love it.
And Palome is in it.
You played it for me, so that's all I need.
Yeah. All right, moving on, because this is a Toku podcast, right? We are Radio Sentai Castranger. We are a bunch of plumbing brothers and sisters who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and a third thing.
Yep.
We're Castranger, and Podlane's our thing.
We are not like the others who get all the fame. They're toxic.
With a taste of my lips, you're on a ride.
Oh yeah, and I also put out a quick little meme video of like Gino's awakening in the new game, set to like Kamen Rider Zane's Henshin, because salvation of humankind.
That's cool.
Yeah. Also, my fucking Dawn Brothers video is well over 200,000 views now.
Yeah, it's like people love Dawn Brothers.
Anyway, so our topics for this week are Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 11, episode 37 of Kingohger, and in a weirdly thematic match, the Hurricaneger 20th anniversary movie. You timed this fucking perfectly, I have to say.
How?
Yeah.
Just like the Hurricaneger movie thematically matches up to this week's Kingohger episode.
It does?
It's like because it's like a traditional Japanese setting.
I guess that makes sense.
Which Haruka are you?
Let me see.
I'm sorry that my bit was not that good.
I thought it was cute.
It's fine.
So wait, we're married?
No. I at one point I remember that we were not on at the same time, so
yeah,
there was a running joke that people said that we were actually the same person.
I think Gar's talking about which Haruka face he is.
I think I'm the one on the right.
I'm definitely the one.
Those are amazing.
I'm on the far right, second one from the bottom.
I think over the course of Dawn Brothers airing, I was every single one of these except for the one of her in the helmet, because that is not pain, that is an orgasm.
The driving school episode is so good.
I think you were that at least that one time where you're like, the show's finally getting good.
Yeah, that was the last 5 episodes.
Yeah.
We already that's fine.
If you haven't watched Dawn Brothers, do yourself a favor, go watch it.
Do yourself a favor, don't watch it.
No.
Run! Save yourself!
We here at Radio Sentai Castranger highly recommend Avatar Sentai Dawn Brothers.
Let your kids watch it.
Anyways, let's news.
Yeah, we got some news to do's.
Well, a couple stories, nothing bad.
All right, so first off, we got the official, I guess you could say, official reveal of an upcoming Gotchard power-up in the promotional material for the Kamen Rider The Winter Movie, Gotchard and Geats. So we have Kamen Rider Star Gotchard, which is literally a fucking Megazord power-up because he's got 5 different chemis, 1 on his chest and 1 on each limb. So it looks
the
like
movie form, okay.
Yeah. So, and there's also an X assemble card to go with it, which is just 5 chemi cards in one. So it looks like on the chest we have Exceed Fighter, and then on the arms we have Beetle X and Lixian, and then the legs we have X Fortress and Xegdrasil. I'm not 100% sure how that one's pronounced.
Exdrasil.
Yeah.
Is it Extrasil? Crosstrasil?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just gonna call it Exdrasil.
And speaking of X Fortress, I have already bought myself an X Fortress card.
Yeah, motherfucker, you couldn't wait for a fucking Karmi card box?
No, I could not.
And enjoy and have the satisfaction and excitement of pulling one yourself?
I'll still be excited, it just means someone else can have it.
No, if I open it, I'm giving it to you so you have 2 of them.
7's in the chat. Executive Producer Drasil. Ah, yes, the true formal name of the administrator of the digital world.
Just the fucking castle.
Slifer, the executive producer.
Yep. Yeah. So. And then there was also, I don't think we saw it, but actually no, I think it's in the trailer. There was mention of the film's villain called Cross Wizard.
So is it Croster still?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Because a lot of things have an X, and they
pronounce it cross.
They throw you a curveball by pronouncing it cross.
Yeah. All right, so that is a thing that's happening, and then we also got some magazine scans showing some more of Super Gotchard's power-ups. In particular, Super Gotchard Cross X-Rex and Super Gotchard Cross UFO X. So first off, the fucking X-Rex form looks like they ripped it right out of Gurren Lagann. Like, look at that.
That's cool. I like it. I like it. It's cool.
That's a fucking Gunmen or whatever the fuck they were called.
We're just called Gunmen.
Right?
I gotta watch Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, you do.
It's been a while since I've seen that. It's amazing.
It is.
Well, if you want to go see it, go check out the 2 movies coming out in January, subbed and dubbed.
They're putting them in theaters.
4K.
Yeah.
Cool.
I forgot they were doing that. Is it an anniversary thing?
15th anniversary.
Wow.
Oh, dear gosh.
Yeah, we're all getting old.
And
15 years ago.
And then we have the UFO X form, which I think might be one of Kamen Rider's most terrible abominations ever spawned.
No. I will say this right now. Anyone who dislikes this form, go fuck yourself. It's amazing. I love everything.
I know I said Gold Mechanicer was Gotchard's version of Force Magnet States, but I was wrong because it's this.
It's so good though. It's so cool. It's so silly. It's so cool.
It's okay. The only thing I will admit is kind of clever is the fact that on his actual helmet inside the dome of the UFO is the little alien face.
Going to lie, I really like it.
That's the only part I think is clever, but objectively, this design scars my face.
I love it. I know Decker does.
Oh,
Right,
I just
What?
Oh, I just noticed that both the forms are different in the sense of the UFO one is more of the upper body and nothing on the legs, but the red one, it doesn't have any arm attachments, but has ones for the legs.
Oh, I see what you mean. The X-Rex form has leg armor, and the UFO form has arm armor.
Yeah.
I also noticed that they're both, like, on top of Steam Hopper. So I guess the way he does this is he uses Steam Hopper in the actual driver, and then attaches the X attachment with whichever card he's using.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then, in the same batch of scans, we also got our first proper look at upcoming Kamen Rider Dread.
And oh my god, it's Sabimaru! No, it's not.
So he's using the Dread driver and apparently a Dark Steamliner card, which means now there's going to be a whole other set of Dark Chemi cards. I don't know I don't know how many more of those there's going to be, but
you know what this is? Do you know what this is? It's like when they came out with the Pokemon trading card game, and then they came out with like the
dark,
Team Rocket variants.
There was the dark Pokemon.
Yeah, the dark ones. Yeah, I love those. The Haunter card. Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, and then the magazine scan shows that Sabimaru is the user of Dread, or at least one of potential. I'm hearing a lot of talk about A, Kamen Rider Dread's user is being forced into using it, and B, there may be multiple users. Because
one of those belts.
In this week's episode, both of the other Abyss sisters were clamoring as if they were going to use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kamen Rider Dread is a thing, and
looks cool.
I don't like it, just looking at it like from a design standpoint, but I understand what they're doing. Maybe it's me. It kind of looks like a Guyver.
Also, I love that they basically took the Demon's driver and the Vision driver and just fucking chucked it together. It's another one of those like fancy LED belts.
The screen of the Dread driver is using the same tech as the Demon's driver, the Veil driver, Deathstream driver.
They just really want to flaunt that they have this technology now, and they're like, look what we can do.
I wish it was put. I wish it was put to a use that I liked aesthetically more, but like it's a flavor thing, it's a preference thing. So
yeah,
maybe it'll have a cool voice that'll like make it 2 out of 3 for me. You know what I mean? Maybe I won't like the design, but I'll like the LEDs and I'll like the voice. Who knows?
I think he looks cool. I really like I like how basically not Kamen Rider he looks.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not liking the designs. I'm not liking the designs so much, but well, I'll wait till I see him in action before I like give final judgment on him.
Which will be this week. So
it's gonna be this next episode.
He reminds me of the Fallen from Transformers.
Revenge of the Fallen?
No, the original.
That's my favorite Transformers movie.
Okay.
I liked it. Alright, well, anyway, that's cool.
He says favorite Revenge of the Fallen.
Is that like the Transformers equivalent of like the Death Ranger?
No. Ask me when I'm not tired.
Okay.
Sorry.
Damn, I'd be exhausted and I'd know all the Star Wars facts still.
So
it's almost the end of November and we still... Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Really?
And we still don't have a new Precure trademark.
Oh, shit. Soon.
So...
Between that and the one... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Between that and the fact that the One Magazine scan showed us that we're not going to get power-up forms this season, people are suspecting we might actually get a second season of Hurricaneger Sky, which would be awesome.
I think what we need is we need a Precure team that's all babies.
Precure babies, make our dreams come true.
They all start out as babies and then they transform into actual Precures.
Oh god.
Didn't they kind of do that with the Train Rangers?
Their
mascot.
The Tokusatsu for children.
Their mascot is a fully adult woman who takes care of them because they're babies.
So like their Nana is the mascot?
Exactly. Yeah.
I kind of like that actually.
Right? No, baby Precure. Let's do it.
One of the I have to say though, it might not happen because one of the movies already had that as the concept.
I know. We need to watch that. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, all the Precure were turned into babies.
They're babies.
Oh.
Premature cure.
Oh.
I don't know why I said that.
So I hope everyone really enjoyed the debut of BunnyParka in this week's Gotchard episode.
I did.
Well, good news.
Was I making it for real?
You can buy BunnyParka to wear.
God, they're making it real. I love it.
And I love it. You can just literally slap the Gotchard driver onto it. Bam! There's the form.
You're actually cosplaying a rider form.
That's incredible.
And it can be yours for the low price of $167.
That's not too bad. That's like maybe like over $200 after everything.
Yeah, that is not that bad.
I just love the fucking sad bunny face on it. Oh my god. So yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, good. They haven't sold out on the giant Mofoons yet. Emily, have you seen the giant Mofoon?
I don't have the money for the giant Mofoon. I don't even have the money for the normal size Mofoon.
The fucking BunnyParka actually has like a little round tail on the back too. That's amazing.
So
I love that.
I love this so much.
All right, moving on. We have some Kingohger scans. And according to these scans, it looks like the Kyoryugers are not quite finished with us yet. It's so fucking funny that they're coming back here, because it's gonna be like, guys, I think our Zord's stowed away in your spaceship, and we can't form the Megazord without it, so we kind of need it back.
That's funny.
Yeah, but the far more interesting part of this scan is the fact that, according to this, we're gonna get to see King O Kuwagata Oger again, which means another clash between Gira and Hercules.
God, I actually was afraid we weren't going to see that form again.
Yeah,
I'm really happy. So good. Hercules is so cool.
Yeah, very cool. All right, and our last news story for this week is Jetman is putting out, or rather, Shokugan Modeling Project is putting out from Jetman, Tetra Boy.
Yeah, Tetra Boy there.
This guy looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he turns into a gun.
He does.
Turn into a gun. Oh my god.
He's like Sentai's own little Megatron.
So he's like the auxiliary mech?
Yeah, so back in the day, they would have like the boy line of mechs where they were small, like smaller than the average mech. And they would basically be like auxiliary weapons for the mechs.
So mini
go on the second last picture.
So Sentai mini guns.
Go on the second last picture. Just look at him like being like just flying.
Yep. I can fly.
Explodes, kills 1,000 people.
That was me banging my desk as Senpai him falling on his face.
Oh, okay. Oh
anyways, that's a really cool robot.
Oh yeah, the design is cool.
How big Jet Garuda is.
Yeah, very cool. So let's see. Stands 140 millimeters tall. Can transform into the Tetra Buster. Can be equipped with the previously released Super Mini Plot Jet Icarus or Jet Garuda. Multiple range of movement. Premium Bandai web exclusive 60-50 yen April 2024 release.
And I guess with this, it completes your Jetman collection.
Yeah.
That's great. Jetman's awesome.
It is.
All right. Well, that is the news.
Bitchin'.
Yeah.
Hey, wasn't there a comic or something that's coming out by Amy Jo or something?
I didn't see it in my newsfeed.
Then we'll talk about it next time.
Next time. All right,
on this thing.
Got your time. I will never, ever, ever get used to them saying level number 10. It just sounds so dumb.
Kemi Law, though. Can't subjugate a level number 10.
Yeah, that's apparently going to be the focus of the plot for the next probably 10 episodes. Is now we're getting the level 10 cards, and it's just like the fucking face cards from Blade, where they're all like higher existences and they have personalities and they can't be easily subjugated. Hard cut to fucking the Gotchard team trying to catch wild chemis with fucking butterfly nets.
Well, to be fair, they are going after a beetle chemi and acting like it's just a normal beetle, which I guess is the joke. I don't know.
And these lazy motherfuckers use for the model for instead of another fucking CGI animation. You know what they use for Stagvine? The goddamn Stag phone from Kamen Rider Double.
Really?
Is that what it is?
Yes. It's a repaint of the Stag phone. And then we get
is that legal?
They did what I knew we were eventually going to do, where we just we caught like these 10 off screen.
Yeah, they got the bunny, they got the snake, the parka.
A bunch of ones we end up seeing their wild forms of literally 5 minutes later when the spider or Catula, the spider amalgam appears.
I'm waiting for the eventual episode where like they're like, oh, but Kemi Law, and Hotaro's just like, fuck your Kemi Law. But no, just like he does something that just like is against Kemi Law, and then
I mean, he
like,
kind of did this week where they were like, hand over the belt, you are an inefficient fighter, and he goes, no.
Okay, so I need to talk about something. No. So I want to say thank you to Decker for saving me.
Are we talking about this?
And sounding really fucking stupid. So we got like a scan for Dread, for Kamen Rider Dread, the next Kamen Rider we're gonna see in the show. And it showed like in the scans, it showed like Sabimaru in the scan. And so I just went, oh cool, Sabimaru's like Dread. That's awesome. Secretly he's like a spy or like a traitor or something like that. And so I'm watching the episode, they're like talking about like, oh, there's this spy in our midst or whatever like that in our organization. I was like, oh, it's Sabimaru, it has to be. So I'm like paying attention to him like the whole fucking time. And then I go and talk about it on the Discord while I'm like still finishing the episode, and then like Decker just goes, no, Lane, people just are getting forced to like be Kamen Rider Dread, and I just go, oh.
I think it's so fucking funny how it turned out that the users of Kamen Rider Dread and their being a spy were two wholly unrelated plot elements.
Yeah. So thank you, Decker, for making me, because I would have come into this like on the show tonight just being like, oh man, Sabimaru's a spy, he's gonna be Dread, he's gonna be awesome, and Ichi would just be like, oh, you idiot.
Except there's no way you would have done that because they literally revealed in this episode that the female inspector was the spy, which I immediately called because the two of them show up. The two of them show up and are like, all right, so this guy's the asshole, but he's probably not actually the spy because that's what they want you to think. And then they show the second female inspector and I'm like, oh, she's cute. I like her. That means she's probably the spy. Fuck.
I didn't think they were even trying to like conceal that. I thought that they were that was intentionally obvious.
This is a show for children, so we have to temper our expectations a little.
On the other hand, I know we don't find this out till like the last second, but I have to say, why does she have spot powers?
Oh, the fucking thing with her weird magic ring, and she like reached through and yoinked a card from him? That was so fucking funny! Just her face!
Spot powers.
Just
her. Wait, how'd you get the card? Like this?
Thank you. What the fuck? That fucking killed me.
A lot of like weird moments like this in this episode.
Also, I love that freaking like Rine gets like confronted by like the little demon girl, and she's just like. She's like, oh, like, I wanted to talk to you alone. And she's like, this isn't really alone. And she just
makes everyone leave. Yeah.
It just reminded me when, like, Kilgrave from Jessica Jones is just, like, sitting in a cafe and everyone's just talking, mind their own business. And he just yells everyone to shut the fuck up. And everyone immediately just stops doing what they're doing.
Does he actually say that, like, with the F word and everything?
Oh, no. He goes, like, everybody shut it! And then they all just stop talking.
The thing is,
because he has the power to tell like anyone to do anything he wants.
The thing is, Gotchard has literally done this exact scene already, except they were also in a cafe the previous time. That's when Atropos, I think her name was, so it was like shouldn't we be talking somewhere not in public? And she immediately blinks her thing, and then everyone in the cafe's eyes go red and turn to her.
I love that, like, at the end, she just, like, goes up to Rine's ear and just goes, everything that's about to transpire, all your fault.
It's all your fault.
Well, bye.
It's all your fault.
Well, bye. Oh, well, not before Spanner tries to, like, perfectly, like, shoot her every single time.
Love that Spanner just zero hesitation drops in and starts trying to shoot the child.
Well, she's not a child.
Like,
she's like 1,000 years old.
Yeah, and then the sister, like, people have used that to justify some messed up stuff. The sister, like, just blows on a crystal, and then the school comes apart and starts attacking him.
Yeah, she like does her weird alchemy and then just a bunch of fucking swords come at them. Yeah, so the monster of the week this week is Catula, the spider-shaped amalgam, which was a pretty cool design.
That was really cool. Yeah, I like that too. It's I like the head was like the butt of the spider, and then like you could see like the arms like holding the head of the spider. I thought that was the head, like the spider's head. I thought that was really cool.
And then we blast through a bunch of fucking wild forms of all the cards they caught. We see Bakuon Televi, which is just a speaker with screens attached. We see Stag Mirror, which is just a stag beetle shaped mirror.
Like... And then my favorite too, Dr. Heavy, which is just a snake. I don't really see the doctor there, but it might be a reference to like the doctor symbol.
There was also great Sasori, which was literally just a tiny flying insect with a scorpion stinger.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then by far the feature of the episode, BunnyParka, which was just a green screened dude going woobly woobly woo.
Best wild form Gotchard has.
Now available on Tokulectables for $167 US.
Fucking bat robot?
Kind of, yeah.
Fucking bat robot? No, fuck that. BunnyParka.
Bat robot was pretty cool too. I remember in my notes for when I thought that I was going to be on that episode, I put like, and he just turns into a giant robot.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite wild form, Rankin Robo. Or Bat Robo.
No, BunnyParka is like top right now.
So as he catches Catula, we cut to the fucking inspector watching, and like in some sort of weird, I think they're trying to make him seem villainous, but it just comes off as pedantic and dumb. He's just like scrubbing his ring with a little brush.
No, it's like in Revice when like we met like what's his face, like the president or whatever like that, and we were just like immediately like, oh, he's evil, like hands down.
Oh, Wakabayashi? Or do you mean Hideo?
Yeah, Hideo. Like we knew it the second he walked into the room. We were like, no, he's evil.
So we get this little arc where we find out that Sabimaru really likes UFO X. So he creates his own little device to try and summon it, which they dubbed the Sabi Riser.
And he hates it. He's like, that's a stupid name.
I like the name.
Why is that not immediately announced for sale?
Yeah,
it's like, no, BunnyParka is announced for sale, but the Sabi Riser is not.
Right? Whereas, like, Spanner's version of the Riser focuses on vehicles, we need his version focused on the occult chemis.
Yep.
Yeah, so the inspectors show up to the alchemy school. Kugimiya, as Cell described him, Japanese Nathan Fillion. And Harima, the female, cute, and obviously the true villain.
Yep.
Tells Gotchard to hand over the belt, and he obviously says no.
He's like, no.
Why isn't Sabimaru and Kaguragi best friends? Yeah. That's a good point. I kind of hope that they do.
Right, like, yeah.
Because, like, I was saying earlier, I hope Sabimaru becomes more interesting, and we're kind of headed in that direction, not only through this episode, but the fact that he's going to get a turn at being Kamen Rider Dread means it sounds like I'm getting my wish. Sorry, were you saying something, Emily?
I actually don't remember what it was now.
That's okay.
So the
inspector shows up and goes, "Why are you trying to be friends with the Pokemon? That's against Chemi law."
Oh yeah, he calls him inefficient. That's what I was going to say.
And I just wanted
to... That's for some reason.
And I just wanted to respond with, my dude, we're on episode 11. Kid doesn't really know how to fight super well yet. I said this to Legend, and I'm saying it to you. Everyone keeps giving Hotaro shit when he's had barely any time to learn to fight.
He's also a high schooler.
Yeah.
Even when Forze first started out, he was like he didn't know what to do unless Kengo helped him out.
I like to imagine that because he watched him do the fight where he switched through like fucking 10 different forms in one go, that's his problem. Like, stop changing forms so goddamn much. And in that respect, I kind of agree.
No, I could tell when he was fighting in Steam Hopper, he was like kind of just being all weird with his movements and like fighting style. And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And in a weird, uncharacteristic moment, Spanner actually stands up for them.
He's getting closer to being like...
Yeah.
A character.
I don't know. No, but like, I just don't know. Like, I didn't think this is where he was gonna be. Like, I thought he was just like, every time Spanner would show up or like show up in the school, like they'd be like, "You're not supposed to be in here, fucking traitor."
What, Spanner?
Yeah, because like they made him out in the beginning of the series being like, oh yeah, he's like this alchemist, but he's like a real asshole and like.
Well, yeah, he's an asshole, but he is an asshole, and yes, he does shit his own way. But he is a graduate. He didn't get kicked out of the school.
That's right.
Minato brought him back specifically to help capture the Kemi, so he's supposed to be there.
I missed that part.
He's like you know what it is? He's like a teacher. He's like a TA, like a teaching assistant. Like he graduated already, and they brought him back because he's like studying for his college degree or some shit.
He's the alumni.
Yeah, that's literally what's happening.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I forgot he like graduated from like the alchemist school.
That was the whole point of his duel with Boruto in the other episode, because like he defeated him and became a.
I didn't know that was him graduating. I thought that was just him acquiring another level in the school.
I think it was both at the same time.
Okay, so yeah, okay, never mind. I take back what I said. I don't know. I've been having trouble paying attention to the show because, like, not that the Gotchard's bad. It's just not like catching my interest as much. So I'm just kind of like I'm paying attention, but like I'm also not paying attention. So
I'm trying to make the best of it, but I'm very much looking forward to some plot kicking in.
Because I think that's why, like, because like with Geats, at least Geats was very like straightforward. Because it was like, oh, it's a battle royale show. Okay, here's these characters. Here's what they're doing. And then like Gotchard, it's like all this shit's happening, and I'm like, I don't know what to focus on.
It's because we're dealing with a show with a gimmick that numbers over 100, so we have to get past the first wave of episodes. It's like, look at all these Pokemon.
I guess it sort of is.
There is 101 Kemis and more.
And now there's more because there's dark ones.
Be a common rider, Gotchard is my destiny.
And there's all the rider ones.
You were gonna break into the Phineas and Ferb theme song instead of the Pokemon.
But we got the debut of another proper Gotchard form. We got to see Lightning Jungle, which was another big boy like Gold Mechanicer. Unfortunately, this one did not get a stock henshin sequence because fuck me and everything I want.
Oh my god, you and your stock henshins.
The gold one got a stock henshin, but not the silver one. I see how it is.
The gold one's fucking cool. Trust me, I like silver more than gold as well, but the gold mechanic is better.
I will say his fucking fever was rad though. A jungle of electrical towers. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I liked that too, but I'm super biased because I like electric stuff.
Yeah.
I think if we ever get like an electric bunny themed rider.
Oh
jeez. I'm the favorite rider of all time.
Well, if it's not just theming though, like it has to be like who they are, not just what they are.
I guess if you mixed like rabbit. Like build with like rabbit and light, you could get technically that would be like an electric bunny form.
Yeah, you can do rabbit light.
Wait, someone make build rabbit light.
I'm sure there's art of it already.
I don't know, but like it's not entirely just based on like what something is, because like something can be like the most up your alley thematic thing and then it just doesn't hit. Or something can be something you don't expect to like and then it gets you. It's really weird.
Yeah. It could be something that like fits the motifs you like, but the execution is not good.
Yeah, you're just like, no, that's not it.
Yeah. Yeah, so the episode ends with them defeating the second Catula, and then it's revealed that, oh, the spy is the female inspector. Who could have seen that coming?
And then she has spot powers and takes the card.
Me.
Yeah, that was fucking funny. I hope they use that so much more. And then looks like next week's episode will be the debut of Kamen Rider Dread. Yeah.
Oh no, you know what it is? You know what that fucking technique she was using to get the card was? It was basically the
wizard
fucking technique Wizard uses, yeah.
I was like, how do I make this a wizard reference? Connect, please.
The Paris.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Dread. Looking forward to seeing Dread next week.
I think Dread's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
episode was just ludicrously intense. And I think that I can only sum it up with the one note that I made when I was writing down to talk about the episode.
Hiroki's last request is for him to finish the job, but he can't do it, so she burns to death instead, labeled as a traitor. This is a show for 5-year-olds. Wow, the Kaguragi backstory episode.
Okay, well now we know he's not full of shit and he actually was a rebel leader that
that dethroned the previous.
There was a twist a minute here, like
this went so many
over the place.
Fucking directions.
I need to see Aichi. I'm really hoping you noticed this with me. So there's in the flashbacks. There's this guy that runs up to like talk to like Kaguragi or like Suzume about like blah blah blah, like the castle, the rice and stuff. And then they keep showing this guy from like different angles during certain scenes, but they're not showing his face or anything like that. And I was just kind of like, and he's in the shots more than like any other character would be. And I was like, I wonder if that's like his retainer, like the Kuro we
Kuroda?
see. And yeah, so I think that might be him. There was this guy who they kept showing at different angles, but like they wouldn't show his face, and I was like, I bet that's him.
I did not notice that. You might have to point that out to me.
Yeah,
but I mean,
Decker, if you have shots, yeah, I just noticed that. So,
but yeah, so this was crazy. So the only way we can properly discuss this is to actually detail what happened, instead of going at it in the order the episode showed it in, because they went back and forth this entire thing. So apparently what happened is Grody used God Scorpion's poison both 17 years ago and during the present, but we'll get to the present scene later. So 17 years ago, before Kaguragi was Lord, Grody poisoned the rice supply of tofu in order to, basically kill people, because that's what he does. Iroka discovered what had happened. Iroka, Tofu's previous Tonosama. And instead of allowing Tofu's reputation to be soured, she didn't want it to get out that Tofu's rice supply could be poisoned. So instead she elected to... And the timing lined up with the actually no, it happened after the God's Wrath started, because that's when he did it. So Iroka hoarded all the rice inside her own castle and then burned it, and then accepted the blame for doing so. And the excuse that she gave publicly, or at least to Kaguragi, was, "Oh, we're all going to die anyways. I might as well be among luxuries before I go." And instead, what was actually happening was she discovered the rice was poisoned and chose to, instead of letting Tofu's reputation be soured, let all of the blame for all wrongdoing fall onto her personally, and then have her retainer, Kaguragi, kill her as an act of, "You are the villain and I must slay you," and then rule Tofu completely blame-free, and Tofu's reputation as being the provider of food for all of Chikyu would go unsoured. This was crazy. Instead of letting the people know, "Oh, some villain snuck in and poisoned our rice," she would rather have the country go, "Oh, our ruler was corrupt, so we're gonna get rid of her and pass it on to someone else." What a pride move. What a power move.
And we find this out over the course of the episode over time, thinking she's in the wrong. No, Kaguragi was. No, she's in the wrong. No, Kaguragi was. In the end, it turns out it was just a big, it was all Grody's fault. Riddle wrapped in an enigma, and it was all Grody's fault for poisoning the rice, and then she had a really weird, but, like, you're right, power move.
She went for the self-sacrifice play.
Dealing with it. Yep, she did.
And it turns out that as I described him, young Kaguragi was actually just a good little boy, and he was a dirt farmer who had an amazing family rice recipe, and that's why he got hired to be Iroka's retainer. And she hired him because she knew that he would be too good for his own good and would never betray her. And
now he's turned into the ultimate troll.
Okay, so
because he was too honest, when Hiroka told him to kill her, he wouldn't do it because, like, obviously he wouldn't kill his ruler. So because he didn't do what she was ordering him to do, she called him a traitor, and that's what turned him down the path of being a trickster, a traitor, a liar, a manipulator. And holy shit.
Yeah.
They stuffed it into one episode too. Like, it feels like it could have been a two-parter easily, but no, they managed to make it work.
And fit a B plot in there.
True. There was a B plot too.
It's great stuff. But yeah, so I quickly just like looked through the episode again. So here he is there, like he's the center guy. Like he was the one who like ran in to like tell them about like the rice or whatever like that. And then here he is again in another shot. So see, like they're showing him in the middle of the shot, but he doesn't have his face in. And then they show another shot where they're running up to another area. And there he is right there, front and center, but you can't see his face quite well. I think that's him. I think that is...
It could be. If there was a way to confirm the actor playing him, that would probably cinch it, because I'm sure they list Kuroda's actor somewhere.
Also, when he like ran to the scene, he was like kind of stumbling his steps or whatever, and I'm pretty sure he does that too. So yeah. Anyway, so that's my personal, that's what I know. So I was like, hey, that might be his, like his retainer.
So yeah, anyways, finding out the origin of why Kaguragi is the way he is, absolutely crazy.
Oh, it's so good, man. Like I knew there was more to him than like he was letting on, and that's sick. Also, Grody's an asshole.
Yeah. Well,
his monster form is so cool.
Just to be one.
They revealed his monster form, and I think he might be dead now because he revealed his monster form. I think it might be one of those things where his human form was infinitely regeneratable, but now that he revealed his monster form, he's like, it's kind of like Ganon at the end of Breath of the Wild, where it's like, it's his true final form, he's given up his regeneration. Because, like...
Oh yeah, Kaguragi, like, cuts him in half with a fire sword.
With the power of bees!
Well, that's cool. One of the Tofu civilians is Hachi Oju's suit actor.
Yeah,
cool.
and by the way, since Kaguragi is on screen for so much this episode, this was the episode where I remembered how fucking short Hachi Oju is compared to Kaguragi.
Yeah, that's why they were saying that's why his suit actor, like, kind of crouches and, like, moves, like, very low all the time, just to kind of, like, take away from that, like, yeah. Kaguragi's actor's tall.
I also love that we got like a 5-second thing where Yanma's on the phone with Shiokara, like, alright, so I know that we said that taking back Enko Sopa was super important, but we're gonna put this plot on hold because we're fucking starving.
Yeah, I know, they need the food.
Yeah, so they get baited by Grody, who cooks them the poisoned rice that he calls Suzume's tears. And then when they fucking henshin and then immediately collapse and you hear the sound just like fucking got me good.
Good.
But Jeremy's okay because instead of eating, he snacks on reading, I guess.
Well, no, he was just saying, "Oh, I've lived for 2,000 years. Like, eating's like reading to me." It's just.
Well, the thing is, for a lot of that time, his mouth was completely locked behind a thing. So. Yeah,
it's because he's part Bugnarok. He just has a different biology.
Yeah, he had a sippy straw in his mask, so he just.
He just slurped up stuff. Yep. I guess spiders do, in fact, liquefy their prey and then drink it. That is true.
Yep, Charlotte's Web taught me that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we get to see Grody's monster form, and he does this one ability where he slashes through Himeno's helmet, which, like, temporarily blinds her. which was a cool ability for him to have. Which, if it turns out that Grody is dead now, I feel like revealing that ability was kind of unnecessary.
Oh, I loved earlier. I loved earlier in the episode too, where like Kaguragi's like he's about to go off to do something, but like he brought Rita with him. And it's like, so why am I here? Because you're gonna go do this for me. Okay, I'm going over here. Bye.
Kaguragi literally brought Rita to keep Grody occupied while he went to go talk to Iruka.
Yep. Also, I like the attention to detail that she had the burns on her arm. That was cool.
Oh yeah. I feel
also interesting fact that's Garen's actor's wife.
Yeah, Grody and Iruka's actors are IRL married. So that scene where like she was ordering him to go deal with the kings, and he was like, "I don't take orders from you." That was a cute scene.
Oh, so cute. I was like, "Aw."
Let's see what else.
Toboski.
I was super interested by what I can only describe as Grody's undead void scent summon monster thing that he did for that one attack.
Yeah.
That Hachioger interrupted. And also, I'm pissed because the last couple of episodes we've been getting this amazing backstory for each of the Rangers, followed by a not stock, but still glorious fucking on-screen henshin. And then for Kaguragi's, he henshins off-screen!
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's because Kaguragi doesn't have time for that shit. No time. I know. He's just like a real hornet. He just zooms in. You don't even expect him.
He's a bee.
Yeah, bee. So.
Yeah. So anyway,
Kaguragi's a badass.
Kaguragi's awesome. We now know his backstory. Grody might be permadead, and next week's episode is about Rita becoming a fucking idol.
Yeah, they're having like this contest or something, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
My favorite part of that preview was, hey, look, there's Minangan! This is where he's been! Managing the fucking idol contest.
He's voiced by Seki.
I can't wait to find out how the fuck they justify this whole scenario.
Well, like I was saying, like before we were recording, like this has to be like what Rita really is inside. Rita's just not like, exposing it because,
well, she is now.
People do that. Like you can have like the toughest person on the planet, but they secretly like really love My Little Pony or something. Like you just don't know. You just don't know until like you find out, or they like confess themselves.
My little Oger. I immediately regret that.
My little Mofun. My little
Mofun. Oh god.
Yeah, pretty much.
My little Mofun.
She's a brofoon.
I love that. That's the name of the episode.
I'm sorry, that was terrible.
No, that needs to be next week because that's when we talk about that episode.
Oh yeah, okay. Next week's episode is going to be called Brofoon. Thank you, Emily.
No.
My little
Brofoon. I missed you. This might need to be on the show all the time.
Yeah.
Amazing knowledge. Love it.
All right. Well,
make really bad puns.
We're about to go into the feature topic, which I'm gonna guess you didn't see.
No, I did not, because I had no context for it.
I mean, neither did I, but that's part of the fun.
It's okay, you didn't miss anything. I'm so sorry.
We'll get into that in a moment.
I hope that you enjoy your Hurricaneger, and thank you for having me on again.
Yeah.
My little Mofo friendship is confusing.
That's good.
That's good. Okay, bye.
Bye. Yeah, I forgot that the only part of Hurricaneger I really enjoyed was the opening theme song.
Okay. Gar, I just want to apologize.
I don't. What the fuck did you make us watch?
That was the the first of a 20th anniversary trilogy.
Trilogy?
Oh yeah, there's the Aberanger one, and then we're getting to the Decoranger one.
Oh, I thought you meant like a Hurricaneger trilogy.
No.
Oh god.
Hurricaneger may be popular, but it's not that popular.
This, I'm really gonna say this. This was probably the most boring Sentai movie I've ever watched in my entire life.
What?
This okay?
It was boring as shit, dude. I didn't care.
This was a movie where it took 20 minutes. I checked 20 fucking minutes into an hour-long movie for a single Sentai warrior to show up in suit. Not even just in suit, a actual person member of the Sentai team at all.
I legit thought that like the main three, the ancestors, were the actual fucking Hurricanegers, and I was like, why are they all dressed up like in feudal Japan? I don't get it. And then the actual Hurricanegers show up, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck's happening? What's going on?
Sel was here watching the movie with me, and like 10 minutes in, I'm like, wow, they're spending a lot of time on the ancestors. Would it be funny if they were the focus of the movie? And then they were.
This was like some time travel feudal Japan bullshit, and I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with Hurricaneger?
The actual Hurricanegers were literally the least important characters in their own movie.
And then like,
who does that?
They didn't want to like show they didn't want to have the actors play like both characters on screen at the same time, so they just had them henching the whole fucking movie so we could not have them both shot on screen at the same time.
You have to stay in your suits or else the time travel will kill you.
That's bullshit. The only thing I wanted from this movie was like, because like some princess, like she swallows this fucking crystal, and then they're like, oh, you gotta shit it out if you want to fucking destroy it. So they try to make her go like shit it out, and she's like, I will do no such thing. That is so rude. I'm like, what? You don't poop like every other normal person?
And also,
people are like, it's so stupid. And I'm like, people poop. Everyone poops.
The yellow ancestor ninja had his son's piss on his clothes the entire movie.
He did.
The opening scene of the movie was the Yellow Ranger's ancestor watching his child piss and then wipe his hands on his jacket.
It's so true.
This is a Sentai movie, I swear.
Also, 0 out of 10, no Shurikenger at all. Bullshit.
I thought the dude. Okay, so there was that one dude who Mugen Sai was talking to, who they were getting missions from, and on his fucking I don't know what the fucking proper term for it is, but on his clothes he had the Shurikenger emblem. So I'm like, oh, is that Shurikenger's ancestor? I'm told not.
No. So, Gar, like, we'll let you go in a second, but just like, I was watching this movie like last night before I went to bed, and I'm like, oh, it's an hour, god fucking damn it, and then I'm just watching it, I'm like, okay, maybe if I watched Hurricaneger, I'd probably have slightly enjoyed this more and have more context. I don't. Why is the guy still a hamster? I thought he got that fixed in the original movie. Yeah, I don't know.
And then the actual plot of the movie turned out to be just Final Fantasy because they collected the 4 crystals of light, and also the disparity of the powers between the 4 gems was fucking hilarious. We have this one, the gem of time. This one, the gem of space. This one, the gem of unlimited powerful wishes. And then the red one, the one that makes some fireworks.
And then finally, probably the final nail in this coffin of a movie for the final the new movie form we got for this movie. I 100% get it. I really do, but it is the worst Sentai form power-up I have ever fucking seen.
I 100% agree. I absolutely, I know what they're going for, but I hate it. I hate that suit
on that helmet.
It's
I can't
so
stand it.
fucking awful.
It's so dumb.
Ah!
Anyways, Gar, what did you think of the movie?
Oh, I give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Wow. Oh, I'll also say it was nice to see the Go-Riders again, because those suits are still fucking top tier. So good.
Yeah, so I was in no rush to watch this movie, because when I watched the 10 Years Later movie, I thought it was sort of meh. So I woke up at like 5 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
And I was, because like not to watch it, but like because I went to bed early and woke up early. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the Hurricaneger movie. That way it's done and over with. And I just, it gave me memories of watching Hurricaneger in my room when I was living with you guys still. Yeah. In the cold, just watching Hurricaneger on my phone.
Oh no!
Memories all alone with the ninjas.
If anyone wanted to know how I spent one of my birthdays one year, it was watching the finale of the Hurricaneger in my room.
Oh.
And me having intense arguments with them, being like, Shurikenger's dead. Like he's like he's coming back or whatever, and like he's like, no, Lane, he's dead. I'm like, nah, he's gonna be back.
And then he ended up coming back in the Ranger crossover, and they're even like, wait, didn't you die? Yes.
I got better.
Leaves.
I also just love the absolutely flagrant disrespect for the most basic laws of time travel. They show up to not only interact with their ancestors, but show them all of their fucking futuristic weapons. Look at my fucking warhammer. Look at my megaphone and my katana. And that's not even the weirdest thing, because one of the actual ancestor rangers pulls out a fucking bazooka.
I fucking love that though. It's like they're looking at their like descendants' weapons. It's like, so these things make a gun?
This is a gun?
Oh man.
The victory gadget. Holy shit. But apparently even they have limits, because then they discover like, oh, so you guys are our descendants. That must mean each one of us has children. And then the fucking Blue Ranger's ancestor walks up and goes, tell me who I fuck!
Wait, so
but that's when they... Oh, we shouldn't, I don't know, we can't tell you. That would be time travel law. I'm like, oh, is that where you draw the line?
Also, I don't think they would know.
Of course they wouldn't know.
Like, 200 years. I don't think they would have their records.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I love their teacher, like their master's still like a hamster for some reason, but then like his ancestor, we get to see like his actor, like who he actually looks like in human form, and I'm like, that's clear, I get it.
Oh, I love that. It's like, wait, why is he a hamster again? I think just to go with the gag that he turned himself into a hamster again.
Just to go with the gag, so no actual plot reason.
Yeah. It's one of those things where he turned himself into a hamster in the show to escape from the evil, but he forgot how to turn himself back, so that's why he was a hamster.
He turned himself into a hamster. Funniest thing I ever saw.
No, I thought he said he turned into a hamster because he was reciting like a technique, but he got a word wrong.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. And then he's like, fuck, I'm a hamster now. And then, and then Ninja Storm, it was a guinea pig.
Okay, answer me this. When the villains showed up, they made a big deal about them being the third and fourth of the 7 spears. I assume we see the other 4 members elsewhere in Hurricaneger.
So the whole 7 spears in Hurricaneger, they were the generals to Tauzant, in which the whole theme of them is that they're all named after the 7 days of the week.
So,
what the fuck is Oiranda then?
So these are the space 7 spears. We saw the first one all the way back in 2002 in Hurricaneger versus Gowranger. We saw the other one in the Hurricaneger 10 years later, and now we have the other 2 in this movie, which means we got 3 more to go.
Oh, so they still haven't even revealed all of them yet.
So we're probably going to get
there's more.
3 more specials for Hurricaneger.
Oh no!
Unless they cram all of them into one more movie.
Oh, okay. Now let's get to the fucking villains fucking plan. So if the subtitles told me right, apparently she was like a prostitute or a lover to
she
like
was
the
a
villain
space whore.
And apparently she was so upset that she didn't get to die along with the main villain when he got killed by the Hurricanegers that she wants to commit lover suicide so she can be with them forever. And
Not just suicide. She wants to die and take the whole planet with her. And I'm like, all right, Fan Daniel, you stupid motherfucker. That's for FF14 fans.
So, oh my god, I was like, oh, all right, cool, whatever floats your boat, lady.
I will say I absolutely loved her crashing the actual Kabuki play with her bullcrap.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, I see the Kabuki stuff and I'm thinking, man, they could have easily had Ryosuke make a cameo here. She can blue.
Oh, I loved him.
Oh, that would have been cool. But yeah, like she shows up and does her intro, and I just imagine the audience is like, is this still part of the show? What's going on?
So we need a Hurricaneger Shinkenger crossover. Ninjas with samurai. Come on.
I don't think that's the real Abraham Lincoln.
Now I'm the Hurricaneger, and I can have all the ninjas I want.
But no, these 2 reminded me a lot of Shatter and Dropkick from the Bumblebee movie. You had the smart one, and you had the big dumb one who just went along with it.
And you know they invented the internet in the 80s.
Anja had huge Goldar energy, in my opinion.
Which I feel like I didn't notice until he died. I'm like, wait a minute, is that a beard? Does he have a red beard?
His design was interesting. Both of the villains' designs were interesting, I'll admit.
And this is why I give it a 9.5. They were just missing one thing at the end. And at the end of every episode of Hurricaneger,
Megazord fight?
They had a ninja case file.
Oh.
Where on the computer it would tell you what the villain was, their stats, and what their ability was. I'm upset that the movie didn't end with Ninja Case File number 53, Anja.
Yeah. So basically the plot of the movie is that Oiranda captured the crystals of light, used the time one to go back to feudal Japan, and the fucking ninja scientists got them, the actual Rangers, to go into the past just long enough to teach the ancestors what being a Power Ranger is about.
Wait a minute, isn't that the plot to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3?
Oh my fucking lord. No wonder it's shit.
just as they're fighting. Meanwhile, on the other side of the country, and it cuts to the freaking burning village from Ninja Turtles 3.
Ninjas in time.
Wow, that's amazing. It's funny how you say that because TMNT, like the third Ninja Turtles movie, came out 30 years ago. Coincidence? I think not.
I mean, hey, it made, like, you know, them being transformed, the whole time travel thing makes more sense than freaking what they did with what's his name, RPM Red, when he was in Samurai.
Oh yeah, that was convoluted as fuck.
Because he was a part of the Union and he could not show his face, so the toxins in your guys' air may
Sin's
kill
toxin.
me.
Oh my god. Gar, what did you think of the power-up?
I personally didn't mind it. I can understand a lot of people wouldn't like it.
Oh, good.
But I can't help but enjoy the feel of it, and that's the other 0.5 that I have with the movie. They mentioned how the gem could grant wishes. So I thought the Red Ranger's ancestor was going to grab it and wish to become a Hurricaneger because he kept going after the trinkets. He's like, "Ooh, what's that? No, you can't touch that. Ooh, if I take it, can I transform?" No. I thought he was going to grab the gem. It was going to turn into a morpher for him. It's like, all right, now let's do this.
No, instead, the present day ninjas use their ninja science to teleport just a morpher back with the new power up that literally came out of fucking nowhere. Just so the ranger could fight one time.
And the best part about it is too, after he's done using it, it's gone forever.
It's fucking gone, and the crystals were scattered to the four winds like the fucking Dragon Balls.
Exactly.
Which I was just thinking about Orianda. It's like, no, it's broken. It's like, why don't you just try and travel back to the point where you can just grab it again? Before anyone had it. Or would that just break the space? Well, they did mention time traveling would break the time-space continuum. So I guess she went to, like, as far back as she could.
I will say, her, like, giant fucking spider form, genuinely terrifying. It's also interesting to note that in this Super Sentai movie, there were Zero Zords, Megazords, anything to that effect.
It's fine. I personally don't mind it because think of it this way: this is the 20th anniversary movie. You need to change it up from the first anniversary movie that they did. Like, at this point, you're watching it for the characters. You're watching it because you want to see these characters again.
My point stands.
They were playing their ancestors, but.
I was like, yeah, my point stands that the Hurricanegers themselves were the least important characters in their own fucking movie.
I don't mind that, though, because it's like, what else are they supposed to learn? At this point, they're fully developed characters. So I'm fine with them, like, playing their ancestors, and they have to learn to grow.
I don't know. I've obviously, my opinion is skewed because of the fact that I haven't seen Hurricaneger the series. So I don't have the same attachment to the characters that you do.
Like, to me, Hurricaneger's S tier. It's up there as, like, one of the best. The freaking Red Ranger broke his arm, continued to still act in the show, and they wrote around the fact that his arm was broken.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I just can't believe that an actual plot point in this movie was, oh no, the princess has to shit.
Yeah, and then like she's being so fucking like, I will not do such a thing. I'm like, what? You don't poop?
Oh no, oh no, she was kidnapped again because I didn't go into the ladies' room with her.
Let me go with you. No, well, she was trying to get away. She didn't want anyone to follow her. Despite the fact she didn't realize, right, you're all ninjas.
And then the fucking yellow dude goes into full creeper mode and goes, I can smell the princess with my super nose.
Well, no, he could smell her perfume.
That's what it is.
Or her makeup. So it's not creepy. It's one of the things of like, I can smell her perfume. She's this way.
We also never saw his son again after he abandoned him.
I want to say that was Hurricane Blue's actress's son, because I at least want to say he would be that age by now.
Yeah, it's been a bit since that like that mommy special.
Yeah, the Hero Mama League.
The Hero Mama League was so good.
Yeah,
we need more stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, let's just like Sentai members like shoot the shit. Be great.
I mean, you already have a basis for how they all know each other, the Legendary War.
Yeah. You know what you need to watch? We need to watch more fucking After 5.
Yep.
You know what I want to see? You know how in Age of Ultron, there's a scene where all the Avengers are like just having fun at a party?
One of the best scenes ever in MCU.
Yeah.
Yes. I want that for Sentai Rangers, just like from all across the generations, them just shooting the shit. It's like, so this guy ate all the food in the market. Wait, I thought a guy like that too. Show of hands, who helped out kids?
I would love for Sentai to do that, and I feel like Power Rangers did that with that last scene in Forever Red.
You know what?
Remember when I was baked into a giant pizza? Yes.
do Sentai Smash Brothers again, but like make it more personal.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. I like Sentai Smash Brothers. That was great.
I'm currently in the midst of thinking of doing a Sentai timeline.
Do it.
A Sen timeline?
Yeah, Sentai, trying to see where everything falls into place and see if you can make a perfect chronological timeline.
I imagine most of it's pretty straightforward.
Just have all like Time Ranger at the very, very, very end. Just Time Ranger is created in the year 2000.
Of course I did, Jerry. I am the prince of puns and portmanteaus.
Yeah, please. He's been my best friend for like 15 years. I know this man.
Yeah, definitely better than the 10 Years movie.
I will give it to you 1 out of 10.
I liked the theme song.
Yeah, the theme song's great. I will say it was nice seeing everyone back together, but I know it's been 20 years, but like, man, they aged.
I feel like
it was okay.
As much as I've shit on it this entire time, I feel like the idea of making it about their older ancestors was probably the right move.
I was so confused until like the actual Hurricaneger showed up, and I was like, "Wait, what? What's going on?"
They did. The movie started
explaining we're in the past.
The movie opens by saying Kyowa era, and you were supposed to infer that that's the past.
No, I didn't catch that.
Study up on your eras of Japanese history. God,
no.
They're gonna take you back to the past to fight the space aliens that suck ass.
I mean, she was a space escort. She might have actually sucked ass at some point.
The subs actually said prostitute.
Those subs I watched said space consort.
No, mine were prostitute. So, hey, the Kaguragi tofu symbol in Minecraft. Good job,
King of Bees.
Also, I don't think the Hurricaneger suit, like the Megazord suit, exists anymore.
They broke it down for parts.
Yeah. I think they don't have it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm just sad Tokuger was way ahead of the 10 years later game with the Tokuger B Cinema, because it was literally them 10 years later.
The characters.
Hang on, let me check the Zenkaiger, mecha army again. Quickly.
I want a proper Tokuger 10 years later. That'd be fucking amazing.
Just like
bring back Akira.
The kids are now the age of the actors who played their normal adult forms.
Sure. Bring back Akira.
And Akira's just exactly the same.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Hurricaneger suit no longer exists.
Wow.
With the Shurikenger suit?
Or not the Shurikenger suit, the Hurricaneger mech.
What? Because I like the Hurricaneger mech. I like the speed form. Speed form's my favorite.
Hurricane Jin or whatever the fuck it was called.
Yeah, Hurricane Jin.
It was Hurricane Jin? I was guessing.
Yeah, I think it.
See, you know Hurricaneger more than anything.
All right.
Anyways, if you're a fan of Hurricaneger, if you really like these characters and stuff like that, then this movie's for you. If you're not a Hurricaneger fan, haven't watched it, I don't recommend this movie. You're gonna have a very bad, boring time.
It's a fun bad watch for those who haven't watched Hurricaneger, I think, because I enjoyed how much I didn't enjoy. It's weird to say, but I enjoyed how much I didn't enjoy it.
Like Zenkaiser Black, that is at the top peak Sentai design in my opinion, and this Hurricane Red form was just bottom of the fucking barrel.
Throw it down there with Kamen Rider 15 and fucking Blades Hyoju Senki and all the other hairy forms.
Don't put hair on a toku suit.
It's bad. Don't do it. It's bad.
Don't do it. No.
You know what this feels like? Have you guys seen the Ted Lasso meme of like the one person disagreeing and then you just have them like, no, keep doing it. You're doing great.
You know what? The only exception I'll have is Miss America because that's actually funny. It's funny how it works.
Don't listen to these guys. Watch the movie. It's really good. It's a good movie.
Yeah, my opinion means shit.
This movie also has great behind the scenes footage during the credits.
I did see that. That was interesting.
I just ended the movie right after the credits started because I'm like, I'm done. I don't give a shit.
All right, well, that is it for that. Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger.
Something good, please.
Well, looks like we're continuing our anniversary movie run because it's the Abba Ranger 20th anniversary movie, The Unforgettable Abare.
You know what? That's cool. I can get down with that because Abba Ranger is a cool time.
Or you guys could do Gotchard versus Legend.
Oh, I wouldn't mind doing Gotchard.
Let's get the 20th movies out of the way and then we can focus on what's new.
I haven't finished all of Deca Ranger, but like I got like a good like 40 episodes into that series, and I watched like a bunch of the movies. I cannot wait for the Deca Ranger 20th movie. That's gonna be so good.
I haven't watched Abba Ranger beyond what we've talked about on Castranger, but I have watched Dino Thunder so many times and enjoyed it to the point where I'll get some carryover, I'm sure.
You know what you can think of this movie as, Ichi? It's a light in the distance. See it coming closer.
All right,
I love
cool.
the Dino Thunder theme song.
It is so one of the best in all the Power Rangers.
It's quite a banger.
All right, anyway, that is all for Castranger this week. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Patreon, merch store, all of our cool shit. And anyone who might have seen my posts in the announcement channel on the Discord will know that I have actually loaded up our Patreon with a couple of things that will be posted in the upcoming weeks, some of which will be behind the paywall and some of which will be not behind the paywall. A couple of those include many of this is stuff we did forever ago and I couldn't put it up anywhere else. So that includes us riffing on the old Mario Brothers movie.
I want to watch that, actually.
I put up my Kamen Rider Chronicle music video that I did a while ago, the remade version. The next couple are ones that I posted on Twitter, so these ones aren't behind the paywall, but my my edits of the Kuwagata Oger stock henshin to make it like a Rackley's version.
You know, the one Toei stole to use in the actual show.
Yeah.
So.
And then the version of Gira's stock henshin that I made myself but immediately got us a copyright strike, I also put that up. So yeah, those if you're interested, check out our Patreon and you'll find all the cool shit being posted over the next few Fridays. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you all and see you next week.